Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is Jeff from BKJ Mac TV, and this is the BKJ Mac podcast experience coming to you live from Brooklyn, New York. First off, I want to take a moment and send my thoughts and prayers to the Hart family. This episode is about a legendary wrestler who had wrestled in the ring many years ago. He died while performing a stunt in the WWE ring. His name was Owen James Hart. He died on May 23rd, 1999. It was a stunt that went wrong. WWE, led by Vince McMahon at the time, basically, from the documentary that I saw, he was the reason that Owen Hart died. Making him do such a dangerous stunt, hiring a rigging company that was basically just trash, super trash, and the harness only able to hold up to 8.5 pounds, while Owen Hart weighed 229 pounds. I felt like, it was just so sad to look at, and when you watch this documentary, it's a series. It's a docu-series. It's hosted by the city medical examiner in LA, Michael Hunter. Series is called Autopsy: The Last Hours of, and basically this episode was about Owen Hart. So I watched it through and through, and I remember just feeling. I cried a little bit in the end. And it was just sad, and I was angry. I felt very, very angry because I guess when WWE was heading to that new attitude direction with the raunchy stuff, they were trying to get Owen Hart to do certain things that was risque. Owen Hart said no to Vince McMahon, and you say no. The rumor is if you say no to Vince McMahon too many times, he's gonna make you pay. And he basically made Owen Hart retire the regular Owen Hart, and turn him into the Blue Blazer, his original character in WWE. And he made him do that dangerous stunt in Kansas City. I wished Owen Hart did not do that stunt. Honestly, this is why I think if there was a union in WWE, I think that stunt would have been prohibited. I think they would have gone through the union and said, make sure the safety features are there and whatnot. But, guys like Hulk Hogan squashed that. Vince McMahon squashed that. So Owen Hart doing something that he did not want to do, but I guess had to do, because he said no to Vince McMahon so many times. It was just wild. I think it was just crazy. He had a son and a daughter, and lives in Canada. His wife, who continues to honor his memory every single day. I understand after watching the last hours of Owen Hart. So I remember I watched Dark Side of the Ring, and it was a good picture with the pictures and the idea of the tragedy of Owen Hart. But watching the last hours and seeing what happened to him with the reenactment and how it happened, it made me angry. I felt angry, and I felt devastated. He came down, he literally just fell all the way 78 feet from the board, all the way down to the top rope and into the ring. And basically he took a moment, lifted his head up, and then just collapsed. And he was in so much pain. And he needed open heart surgery right away. And they waited so long. WWE, they waited so long. And basically it just died. and it was just sad. And that part too made me angry. It just made me angry. I take this moment. I wanted to record this episode in memory of Owen Hart, because Owen Hart, he was not a perfect man, but he was a family man, and he was a caring man, and he was very athletic. I believe he should have been WWE champion in WWE, but WWE, Vince McMahon is short-sighted when it comes to storylines. That's why he's out of WWE. Owen Hart, is just, he's one of the wrestlers that should have been WWE champion. So many wrestlers should have been WWE champion, but didn't get the opportunity to be given the belt, because remember, it's a person that determines if you wear the belt or not. A person who has sole authority. And Vince McMahon decided he's not getting that belt on his waist. And I think when someone goes out on the road 252 dates a year, they're getting paid, but at the same time, they're characters. They're wrestling all these cities, all these towns, and they're not given an opportunity to the WWE chance to be the WWE champion. And I think it's sad. And I think the system of WWE needs to be reformed, because I think it should be who actually wins the title, not predetermined. WWE needs to get out of the predetermined era and make it more like, let's let it happen. Set the time and let it happen. Who's gonna win or not? Because I know Owen Hart would have beaten so many wrestlers to be the WWE champion. He would have been. And it's sad that he didn't get his opportunity, because WWE is character driven, is heavily character driven, and they tell you how much time you have in the ring. Every time your time is coordinated in the ring, and they bail and they basically go off on crowd reactions. And Owen Hart, I feel sorry that he had to go through that. I wish there was a wrestling league where he would have been able to wrestle and win the multiple championship, would have the lightest road schedule ever, and then be with his family and make money. And that's what everybody just wants, and a union. But it didn't happen in his lifetime. But his memory will always live on forever. And that's why I wanted to talk about this in this episode. Definitely, because it's just wild. It's wild. So if anybody gets a chance, just watch it. The Autopsy, the last hours of Owen Hart. It's on Real TV. It's on Peacock. It's on your local, it's like a cable channel, or the Real TV channel. Definitely tune in. It's definitely worth a tune in. All right. Thank you for listening to this episode of the BKJ Mag TV. Peace, love, always one.